Well, guys, I have just driven to a top secret location in Nottingham because I have agreed to buy a vehicle which I think I've gone crazy. I've not slept for 2 weeks since I agreed to buy this car. And when I got contacted about this car, the first thing I did is I phoned Mrs. Life on Cars, who was at work at the time. I said to her, I need you to talk me out of this because it's a crazy idea. And she said, what? And I said, I've been offered that Rolls-Royce, that abandoned Rolls-Royce that I filmed a couple of months ago. I said they've got in touch. And basically she said to me, what are you talking about? It sounds like an amazing idea to get it. How much enjoyment you would get out of trying to resurrect that car. Do it. So because she didn't talk me out of it, Mrs. Life on Cars, fast forward 2 weeks, we've done the deal, and I'm here to pick up this car, this Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit 3. Am I crazy? What am I doing? It won't even fit in the garage, I don't think. I measured my garage a couple of days ago, and I think it's too long for the garage. And I'm that OCD about my cars that was nearly the end of the story, because I nearly backed out because it wouldn't fit in my garage. But then I thought about it and I thought, I know lots of car guys that, as long as they've got a driveway and they just cover cars over with a cover. Some of my friends have big American cars, for example, that would never fit in one of our garages here in the UK, so they have to cover them over. And there's nothing drastic about that. So I think, get a grip, Paul. This is an opportunity to buy a amazing car. And you'll probably never have this opportunity again, really. Because I have this thing about resurrecting cars that have been neglected and abandoned. I don't know what it is. I can't help myself. So I reckon the deal that I've done on this Rolls is probably Britain's cheapest Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit 3 as we stand here today in June 2024. So by the time I get this back on the drive, the car will owe me just over £2,500. Shall we go and have a look? I can't wait. I've not slept. I've been struggling to sleep because it's took me like a couple of weeks to get to this stage where I can go and get it, arrange the transport, do the deal, all the rest of it, the logistics. I've just been and got the keys. Oh my God. I know it's going to need a lot of work. But I'm going to enjoy it, guys. I'm going to enjoy doing this. Have I made the right decision? I don't know. Am I crazy? Yes. But if anyone can do it, I can do it. Come on, let's go and have a look. Oh my God. they've cordoned it off for me so nobody parks next to it, so we can get it extracted. Can you remember when I did the video? Those of you that subscribed may have seen the abandoned Rolls-Royce video that I did about 3 months ago, and I honestly did not think that I was going to get a phone call about this car. But guys, I own this car now. Jesus. God, it needs some serious cleaning. It needs some serious cleaning. God, look at all that door, that crunk. The door shuts nice. It doesn't smell bad in here. I mean, it does have a smell of being stood, but it doesn't smell bad. So, woodwork. The woodwork on the dashboard looks great. That's good. Door cappings, not too bad. A few little marks here and there, but not too bad. It doesn't smell damp. I don't think any water's been getting in. We'll have a look at the carpets in a minute. That's stuck for some reason. Look at that. There's a mark on the seat there, but it looks like something was left on the seat and it's left an imprint. That should come off. The seats are actually in the leather, looks in really good condition. Just wants a bloody good clean. Roof lining's lovely as well. God, it's a warm day, it's warm in here. There's the mileage, guys. 44,069 miles. That is nothing, is it? For one of these 6.75 litre V8. Still got the original stereo in it. The leather just needs a bit of a feed. I think there's a bit of cracking going on the handle there, but the cappings don't look bad. God, it's a big heavy door, that. Looks like the rubber bit of the mat has come away. But apart from that, that mat looks to be in good nick. Yeah, there's a little bit of rubbing gone on the piping there. That just wants touching back in, and a bit of cleaning the feet, but that seat doesn't look too bad. Let's go around the other side. Look how this door shuts. Wow. Oh, look at the cobwebs everywhere, guys. Oh, cobwebs. Oh, look, it's got the sheepskin rugs here. They've changed colour a little bit with the light. I wonder if they could be re-dyed. If anyone knows, let me know. It looks like the sunlight's changed the colour a little bit. But the mats look alright underneath. Some wires hanging down there, don't know what that's for. Old tax disc. Yeah, this seat's nice, it's just that mark there, I reckon that'll come off. Now there's a bit of a crack in that, I don't know if you can see in the light there's a bit of a crack in that capping, but again it's probably the sunlight. But it's not too bad for 30 years old, it's a 30-year-old car this. Oh look, we've got an occupant. Hello? Are you alive? No, you're not. Let's have a little look under the bonnet, guys. Well, that's good, it's released. Oh man, look at the size of that. That's what all the girls say. Oh, look at the cobwebs. Oh, oh my god. That's a big lump, that, isn't it? 6.75 litre V8. I'm not going to try and start it because it's been stood a number of years, so it's going to need the old spark plugs out and oil down the bores and all that, I think, before I crank it over to give it a fighting chance. It's going to need hoovering out as well. God, it's going to need to take some cleaning this, I'll tell you. There's dead spiders everywhere. Get off. Ugh. That's made its way back in, doesn't want to leave. Get out. Oh, Jesus. Flipping hell. What's wrong with that? Get out. Sheepskin rugs. Again, faded, but they're there. They've kind of gone like green colour. The seats in the back are lovely. Oh, let's get in. Never sat in one of these before. Oh, hello, hello. Look at this. Wow. Again, wood. The woodwork, I think, just needs a damn good clean and a polish. Those rear cappings look to be in really good order. Looks like there's a cigarette lighter missing there. There should be a chrome one, same as that one. There's plenty of room in the back, very comfortable. I can't believe I bought this car. I cannot believe it. I can't relax yet. You probably can tell that I'm a little bit stressed. It's not about buying the car. I just want everything to go smoothly. I want the recovery truck to turn up. I want to be able to get the car loaded onto the back of the truck carefully and safely. And I've got 100 and odd, whatever miles it is, to get back to my house, get it back, get it unloaded, and then I can relax. I'll be able to relax once this is out of this bloody car park where it's lived for most of its life. Where it can be looked after and no risk of vandalism, etc. How it survived like this being left in here for so long, I think the only reason why is because it's a hotel car park and they've got lots of cameras. I think that's the only reason this car has survived without too much vandalism and theft going on. Somebody did try, I was told, they reckon somebody did try and take the Spirit of Ecstasy off the front. So they pushed it down, you know, it's one of them where it can go into the bonnet, but I've noticed it won't come back out, so whether the mechanism's damaged, but that's nothing, I'm sure I can sort that out. At least the Spirit of Ecstasy is still there on the front. Shall we have a look in the boot? I have noticed that there's a crack in the bumper there and it's loose, so I don't know what's going on there. But apart from that, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of body damage. Yeah, that doesn't seem to want to come back out properly, so I'm just going to leave it for now. There appears to be some wheel trims in here, 4 of. I don't know if you know, but on these there's the toolkit and everything is behind here. Okay, so alright, so the jack and the wheel brace and everything's still there. 1 out of 2. Ah, bollocks. That's a shame. I think there should be a toolkit in there. Someone's stolen that, I reckon. Damn it. Never mind. Oh, look, there's a bottle of LHM fluid there for the suspension. It looks like it's got... I'm guessing this was for like a mobile phone back in the day, and there's like a little Alpine amp there as well. I'll have a closer look at that later. Oh, I'm annoyed about that toolkit, mine. I bet someone's stolen that. Fuck. Okay. Bloody hell. Batteries cover just made out of wood. Just an old piece of plywood. Is that what they did in Rolls-Royce? Just... I'm guessing so. Battery terminal on the positive side is loose. It's not been fitted properly. And these have an isolator switch here, which what I need to do is to try and get power to the... Oh god, look at that. Wow. Holy crap. She's been stood here a long time, guys. Hasn't she? Jesus. But again, there's no damp, there's no wet. We've had a lot of rain as well lately in England. But there doesn't seem to be any... What the hell's that? I don't know what that is. There doesn't seem to be any damp. From what I can tell. Right. Right, I want to see if I can get some air in the tyres because they're a bit flattage. That way it'll help it to roll onto the transporter or the trailer that I think he's bringing. 13 psi. I bet you guys can't believe I bought this, can you? I bet you can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm really excited to tell my uncle. If you watched the original video when I first spotted this car a few months ago, I talked about my uncle working at Rolls-Royce Crew in the I think he started in the late 70s maybe and worked there until the kind of early 90s. So I think he might have seen the Silver Spirit cars. Maybe not the Spirit 3. He might have finished by then. I'll have to ask him. But he maybe did see Spirit 1 and 2. So I'm really excited to tell him about this car. Like a kid in a candy shop. I've just realised, I think the reason those chrome trims have been removed, I think they clip on onto these brackets and some of them are missing, I think. This one has 2, the other side front wheel I think has 2, there's none on the back wheel. So I'm guessing something to do with these clips here. that you need to have the chrome trims on, so it's a shame about that being damaged. Oh my god guys, I've just had a flipping nightmare. I was doing the tyre pressures as you saw, and then I went back to the boot and I can't get in the boot. It won't open. I mean, I didn't even slam it down, I just closed it gently and it's not letting me in. And obviously the battery's in there and I need to get the bloody thing into neutral. It's stressing me right out. I don't know what's going on, but basically the key is turning left and right. But there's literally nothing going on at all with there's like a little flap under there which moves, and there's literally nothing going on. I've tried banging it, I've tried pushing down, I've tried leaving it up. I've been in a massive stress, but I've found a solution and I can relax now. Honestly, if I couldn't have got this car into neutral, we wouldn't have been able to get it put onto a trailer and get it dragged home. I mean, if you look at it, it's backed in as well, right up against the hedge. So it's not as if I can work on the boot to try and get in, because I'm right up there in all the thistles and God knows what else. But luckily, let me sit in it while I'm telling you this story. Flipping hell. It's like it doesn't want to come home, innit? Bloody hell, I was saying to the car, I'm trying to save you here. Do me a favour, will you? And it shuts me out of the most important part of the bloody car, you could argue. Because it's dead and I can't get any power to it. So I took a breather and I went online, and I'd noticed a couple of people had mentioned that the way the gearbox works on this, it's basically got like a robotic arm that shifts the transmission. So luckily I brought a jack with me and I was able to jack the car up, crawl underneath, and I've been able to disconnect the arm. There's like a clevis pin that goes through. I'll show you when I'm putting it back together when I get it home, but basically I've been able to disconnect the arm and I've gone click 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 and I've been able to put it into neutral. And now it does roll. Get it? Roll. Rolls-Royce. Oh my god, at least do you know what, I wouldn't have slept tonight. Basically the recovery guys coming in the morning, I decided that it would be a good idea to come the day before, stay here where the car is and do some prep, you know, like blow the tyres up, make sure the brakes are not seized solid so we can roll it. And thank God I've done that. Thank God that I brought a jack and a few basic tools with me, because like I say, I've just had to get underneath, crawl under the thing and disconnect the gearbox actuator. Oh, I think I've got grit in my eye. Something's dropped in my eye, so I'll have to try and wash that out when I get back upstairs. But anyway, we're back on target now. So I'm going to wish it good night now, and you'll join me again in the morning when the recovery guy turns up. Oh dear. Oh, you will come home with me, you will. You're not sitting here another day longer. See you in the morning.
Small, medium and large range.
I'll have to wait, won't he?
Oh, I won't bloody come. We'll get it right near Brampton in a minute, Paul.
Yeah.
I need to get rubber strap out.
On.
She's on.
She stayed on then.
I put it on, that's fine.
I'm here with Adrian. We're just having a bit of a Greg's stop on A1, aren't we?
Yeah, lovely day. Can't beat it.
So we're not far away now. Probably about another 40 minutes, something like that. Maybe 45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah, easy.
And we should be landing it back home.
Home and dry, home and
Oh,
dry.
the relief. The relief. I was proper stressing out last night, wasn't I, when I called you?
9 o'clock at night and all.
I know. I apologise for that.
Ah, no worries. All part of the service.
You'll probably be able to see the where I had to disconnect the gear linkage if you look just up there. I know it's a bit low.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's home. It's home. So happy I could cry. I'm not joking. Oh my god. It's home. Rolls-Royce Motor Cars Limited congratulates you on your selection of our fine motor car, which reflects your discerning taste for the ownership of fine possessions. We are extremely proud of our heritage and commitment to quality and craftsmanship. Owner satisfaction is extremely important to the company, and to ensure that you are completely satisfied with your motor car, a quality of network and franchise holders and dealers supplying the finest service and information support is provided. It is our intent that your ownership will bring you many years of satisfaction, and that you will be provided with courteous, competent and efficient service from our franchise holder dealer network. Oh, sorry, I was just reading my owner's manual. I do apologise for my Rolls-Royce. Can you imagine what it must have felt like to be able to buy one of these brand new in 1994? That's what the original owner of this car did, and I think it'll have been about £105,000. £105,000. And here it is today. It deserves to be saved, doesn't it? I mean, it's put up with basically living in that car park that I dragged it out of most of its life. I'll give you a bit of the story with this one. So it was owned by a hotel owner, and he was based abroad. So the car lived in the car park for when he returned to the UK, where he would be picked up by this car, by a chauffeur driven, of course. And he would be driven around his various appointments, and then the vehicle would return him to the airport, and then the vehicle would be parked back in the hotel car park. And that was basically this car's life. So I think it deserves to be saved. It deserves some TLC. And I hope you'll come along on this journey with me. I really need your support on this one, guys. I need you to like, share, and if you've got friends and family that are interested in old cars, tell them about my channel, please, because it will all help. So there we go then. So what are the plans for this lovely car? Well, I haven't got many plans initially. I'm still recovering from the shock. It's the next day. I mean, this is day 2 of ownership. It was my birthday last week as well, which is quite fitting to get another project. But yeah, I haven't got huge plans at the moment. I need to get my head around what I've done. I need to get into the boot, obviously. If anybody has any ideas about how to get into the boot, please drop me a message, drop me a comment. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to help. If anybody has worked on Rolls-Royces before, give me a shout. I haven't. You know, I've been a mechanic all my life, but I've never worked on one of these. I've never sat in one. I've never sat in the back of one of these till now. I mean, I follow a couple of channels on YouTube, which I really enjoy. I'll follow Tyrrell's Classic Workshop, Ian Tyrrell. He seems to know a lot about Rolls-Royces. So if you're watching, Ian, you know, you're welcome to get in touch and help me with this. He's probably not going to watch this, is he? But if he does, because I know he's passionate about these crew-built Rolls-Royces, give me a shout, Tyrrell, and I'd really appreciate that. And I also watch Classic Obsession, Gary Myers. If you've not seen his channel before, give that a watch, because he's another big Rolls-Royce fan. So Gary, get in touch if you fancy a bit of a collaboration, or give me a bit of support on this one. I'd really appreciate it. But no, you know what I'm like, guys. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know what I'm like. I will do my damnedest to get this car back on the road. And so I guess that's the initial plan. Get into the boot. Obviously, get the electrics fired up. See if we can get the engine running. I haven't heard this vehicle run yet. What am I doing? I've bought a car practically sight unseen, apart from the little walk around video that I did a few months ago. I've never heard the engine run. I'm told it will run, but you know, it hasn't ran for 4 years or thereabouts, 3 or 4 years. So who knows? I know there's problems with the suspension. You know, so it's not going to be able to like just quickly get up and running and go for an MOT. It's going to need work. Probably needs brakes, sorting out, tyres. Yeah, but initially get into the boot, get it running, and then obviously I need to do a first wash outside, and get all the horrible moss off. And you'll certainly be coming along for these jobs. And but yeah, it's just been sadly neglected. So so please, if you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. Oh, before I forget, I have actually switched on channel membership now, so you can be a channel member for as little as $2.99 a month, and you can cancel whenever you want. But it just might help me with a few beer tokens, and might help me a little bit towards funding some of the bits and pieces that I might need to do on this car. So I'd really appreciate that if you're interested in becoming a channel member. What do you get for that? Well, you would get early access to the videos, so you would see them before anyone else, and you'd get priority replies to comments and a few other perks. So take a look at that if you fancy it. But yeah, super excited, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope that that it sparked a bit of your interest as well as mine. And I'll see you all again very soon with something else, probably on the rolls, or one of my other projects on Life on Cars. Take care, guys. See you later. Driver, can you take me to the airport, please? Bye bye.